Beehive building that stands here now is the third Beehive building that's been on this site. The previous two, so the first one was a single-storey Beehive building and mainly a shopping store. There were 5 Beehive stores around Bendigo. Then the second one, which was a bigger one, a 2-storey building, was built around the 1860s, and then that burnt down in 1871. This one was built 10 months later and opened in 1872. Designed by the architect Charles Webb, who also did the Royal Arcade, which runs off Burke Street Mall, and the Windsor Hotel in Melbourne, also the South Melbourne Town Hall. So a really prominent architect at the time. It's the oldest purpose-built mining exchange in Australia, so a really significant building, not only for Bendigo, Victoria, but also for Australia. It was designed at a time when Bendigo had over 1,300 mining companies trading from the stock exchange, so a really busy time. Downstairs was the trading floor, and then this upper level here has offices which had mining company executives and brokers sort of in it. We had a cafe at one end with greenhouse plants in the centre, a billiard room at the other end, so it was a really sort of plush, building. Essentially, it's been a time capsule. For the last 40 or 50 years, not much has actually happened up here. The downstairs arcade, that wasn't actually original. That was built in 1929, not long after Allen's Music Stores bought the building, and they actually had their piano display upstairs, so it would have been amazing watching them hoist pianos up into the building. The plans are that it gets restored and reused for boutique uses downstairs. We think that that'll work really well. The architects that we've had on board are Williams Bogue Architects, and they also did the restoration of the GPO in Melbourne. So if you want a feel for how the final product might look, then have a look at the GPO in Melbourne. It's not a big building, so it's an expensive one to restore. So that's one of our challenges and one of the reasons why it was falling into disrepair. So we're lucky that the council, with the assistance of the state government, were able to actually buy the building and do some essential works like repairing the roof, fixing up all the stormwater drainage and putting fire services and that in. So we think now's the time that we hand this back over to the private sector to actually do the next phase of it, and they can use their commercial knowledge to actually make this work.